Good morning, Mark and Leah. We're at the M&T Pavilion, Squeezer Stage, aka known as Parcel 5. Right now behind me is the U.S. Army Jazz Ambassadors. Good morning, Rochester. Are you ready for some fitness this morning? We're here at Compass Cycling Studio, and with me is one of the co-owners, Nicole Brannigan. Good morning. Leah, back to you. I'm going to take a break right here. I'm going to sit down and take
relax.
a selfie with the gingerbread. So make sure you check out my Twitter. Retweet me, girl.
All right,
Retweet
we'll
me.
do that.
Yeah, this started out as a friendly rival competition between the Monroe County Sheriff and the Livingston County Sheriff. Everything is all for a good cause. With me right now is Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter. How are you doing this morning? Oh no, let me get on this side of the horse.
Good morning too.
Good morning. Outside, where folks who come to the Purple Foot Festival this weekend can stomp the graves. With me right now is Casa Larga's owner, Andrea. How you doing?
Great. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's get to it. This is what folks can do
Oh, yes. Here we go.
if they want to participate on the Purple Foot Festival and stomp them. Do I just like stomp it?
Yeah, just stomp them. There you go.
Oh, that's cool!
Early morning.
So how does this tradition started about here with you guys?
So we started about 24 years ago.
And that fundraiser is going to help big brothers, big sisters of the greater Rochester. And it's all happening here, like you said, at 1872 Cafe. Just take a look behind me. They're calling it Plate It Forward. People can come in starting at 7 in the morning, order a burger, your choice of either beef or veggie. You know what? It is such a beautiful day this morning. The sun is rising. Everything is cool and calm over here, over by the Irondequoit Bay. With me is Liam Fraudry, the Sailing Junior Director for the Rochester Yacht Club. How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, good. It's great to be with you this morning. We have, like you said, a beautiful morning, lots of sun. We got a little bit of breeze, blue sky, and it's not raining.
It's such a great day to go out sailing. And of course, the sailing summer camp is in full swing this week.
Yeah, the camp started on Monday.
Let me tell you, I was walking around inside this new sci-fi tech exhibit. It is huge, so come on in. Let me take you inside. Just take a look how massive, how big this exhibit is. There are so many things that people can see, watch, and interact with. Yeah, just many ways that people remember watching that historic rocket launch. And coming up in the next segment, what are we doing?
Tim Colley's the Dr. Science theory is going to do some kind of a launch or explosion.
Oh, that sounds really safe.
It's a teaser.
Mark, you're not going to want to miss it. We'll be right back from the Rochester Museum Science Center. Like you see it here, it's called The Art of Warner Brother Cartoons. And the George Eastman Museum hopes that this exhibit will reintroduce children to these iconic cartoons that we grew up to watch and to learn more on how they were all created. But it's opening day for the Circuit Involved show. With me is Michael, one of the cast members here. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So tell us a little bit about how many cast members there are and where everyone's from. So my photographer Eric told me that I mispronounced Sega. Apparently it's the video game Sega. I didn't play video games growing up, so my bad if I mispronounced that. Anyways, Radio Social reopens at 4 o'clock this afternoon, so come on down. A pedal kayak is a great way for beginners to try out this new water trail. Excuse me, I have some sights to see. Mark, cheers to the new year.
I gave you the full one.
I don't know, I didn't do it. Cheers. Mark, back to you.
I'm
Roar
raising
tonight at 9, right?
9. Drink that on air. Don't fake it.
Take a little jump.
You can do
Lean
it.
out. Yes.
Yeah, good. Yes.
Josh Navarro.
You got it, man. You got it. You're doing it.
Oh, it's not that bad. Woo! I was headed back to the studio. CJ and Ariana Infantino are high school sweethearts. They eventually married and had 3 kids.
We grew up together. We became adults together.
CJ describes his wife as a creative and intelligent person, and overall, a larger-than-life personality. But their lives changed when Ariana was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer 6 years ago.
It was a long, hard-fought battle for her, but you never knew she was sick, ever. Nobody knew she had cancer. Like, you couldn't tell unless she spoke about it.
Along her journey, Ariana continued to stay strong for her family and gave unconditionally to others. Her daughter Grace drew inspiration from her mom, Both have a passion for drawing and eventually created an online apparel company called Mossy Inc.
I look up to her because she's so good in it, and she inspired me to do it. Seeing her drawing all of the French bulldogs, I'm like, oh, I want to do this too.
She and her mom wanted to have a design for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but before she could see it launch, the cancer moved into her soft tissue and it made it very difficult for her. Ariana passed away in hospice just last week.
She had enough courage and strength to go into death to actually allow us to be okay. So it was quite incredible.
And now the family has a way to honor Ariana and others who may be battling or lost their life to breast cancer through a passion she loved the most.
It just feels like even though she's gone, she's still here supporting us because of all of this.
It's time to dress for success at the Seneca Park Zoo. Today, I'm meeting up with Hannah Kaiser. She's teaching me the ins and outs of being a zookeeper. Hannah is in charge of the hoof stock department.
We take care of the goats, the baboons, the elephants, the giraffe, and the zebra.
Today, we're going to be taking care of the giraffes, and it's duty right off the bat.
We can never really get every single turd. As you can see, they're just scattered everywhere. So we will sometimes come in here and get on our hands and knees and hand pick all the poop.
It just crumbled in my hand.
This is all your poop. All your poop right there. All your poop right here. We're cleaning it up just for you.
Removing the giraffe's leftover hay and replacing it with a fresh batch. Boy, they are picky eaters, and not to mention, it's a full-on arm workout.
You definitely build up your muscles. We always joke that you never have to go to the gym because you're doing it all here.
As they eat, meal preps are made for the next day. Everything must be accurately weighed and cut a certain way. Lots of hard work and dedication are given to these animals.
Developing those relationships with these types of animals where they only come up to you and they trust you is really rewarding, and it's totally worth all the cleaning and everything else you do during the day.
At the end of the day, the time spent hand-picking poop from the giraffes area was worth it as I got to hand feed them. At the Seneca Park Zoo, I'm Josh Navarro, News 8. Good morning, Mark and Leah. It's a national exhibit that finally came to Rochester. Like you see it here, it's called The Art of Warner Brother Cartoons. And the George Eastman Museum hopes that this exhibit will reintroduce children to these iconic cartoons that we grew up to watch and to learn more on how they were all created. The experience is nostalgic.
I grew up watching Looney Tunes a lot when I was a kid, and so it's been really cool to see the actual process of how they were made.
This morning, the George Eastman Museum is reconnecting the public with their favorite pastime cartoons.
Introduce it to different generations, and then just have fun. Have it be a fun outing for the summertime here in Rochester.
These are called model sheets, and these were the pieces of paper that were sent around to the animators at the studio that said specifically how each character was supposed to be drawn.
Jared Case is the curator of the exhibit. He says each animated film had more than 10,000 frames, a meticulous process that took months just for a 5 to 7 minute short.
It's just a sketch of Bugs Bunny on here, but then we see the cell. So this is actually when Bugs Bunny has been colored in, and he's on the front. Here is a cell in front of the background, so you can see how the animation process comes together.
In the end, visitors can go in the Curtis Theater and see those cartoons the museum hopes and a better appreciation. Now we're coming into that part of August where summer camps are coming to an end and parents are trying to find activities for their kids to enjoy. The museum hopes that hopefully you'll consider this as a great option to fill in those weeks before school starts. For now, we are live in Rochester. I'm Josh Navarro.
All right, yeah, what to do with the kids. That's a good idea there. Thank you, Josh.
I'm suffering today on this assignment. Please don't assign me these no more. Just kidding. I'm with the co-owner of Rock Brewing Company, Chris Pinelli. Talk to us a little bit about some of the new beers that you guys are going to be serving for folks today when you guys reopen.
Yeah, so we have some fun, exciting new stuff. So right here, the first one here is our new Fluff Boy New England style hazy IPA, really mango, juicy, really popular style right now. The next one is actually a collaboration between Christopher Bates of FLX Wienery and Rock Brewing, one of his beers that we combined with one of our beers to create this stout blend and kind of signify the collaboration of Rock Brewing and FLX Wienery. Next is Weekend Speedo, a favorite from last year, which is a tangerine sour IPA.
I'm sorry, what's it called?
Weekend Speedo.
Speedo?
Speedo, yep. So we always have some fun. The names are crazy. Next up is my personal favorite, Raising Some Helles. It's a traditional Helles-style beer, German-style lager, really crisp, really clean, one of my favorites. And last is our newest take on a beer that we did last year for Celebration of Cream Ale, where we brought in a bunch of local breweries, had them all make a cream ale as an homage to, obviously, this city and cream ales. But this year we did Blue Raspberry Rock Candy. It is a blue raspberry flavored cream ale, and we also kind of spiced it up a little bit by adding some glitter. You might want to give that one a little try.
Okay, I'm gonna give that a try, because that one has a little glitter. You know me, I like glitter. Ha! All right, here we go. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
That is really, it almost tastes like candy soda, too.
Yeah, so that's kind of the whole play on it, is we're trying to do rock candy, like, you know, the old school rock candy there.
Yeah.
And really fun, something unique and different.